Now, just now you talk about how the Earth Island Institute actually issued those logos, dolphin-safe logos for tuna processors.
Yes.
How do companies actually obtain those logos?
They come to us and they work with us to make sure their fish is captured in a way that does not chase and net dolphins in the process for the tuna. So I could say that 95 to 98% of the canned tuna out of Thailand is dolphin safe. There are a few companies here that we've eliminated from our list because of non-compliance, but the vast majority, Thai Union, Sea Value, RS, and all the major companies here are working with Earth Island. They have been for nearly 20 years. And they're very strict about it. There is actually a law in the books here in the fisheries department that states any tuna brought into Thailand must be captured in a dolphin-safe method under Earth Island to get the certificate.
But how do you actually monitor their fishing methods to really prove whether or not they're following
we do
the
audits.
guidelines?
They send me reports on a monthly basis. I'm going today to one of the tuna companies to have a meeting. I've got another one tomorrow. I'm meeting with the head of Thai food processors Thursday. We have very close connections with the industry here. The Thai food processors have already expressed their concern through letters to the fisheries department under the fisheries ministry to make sure no permits are issued for dolphins to be captured. I think it'd be a good idea for you to go interview the fisheries ministry and get their opinion on this, because we see this as a very big problem if they do allow imports of dolphins into the country. They didn't do it in 2008. We were very pleased with that. But with 2 new dolphinariums on the drawing board here, that's a problem, you know. This thing in Phuket, we understand the person there, he's a Canadian national. He's trying to get people involved locally in Phuket. He wants a dolphin swim program. Supposedly he's going to go to Cambodia, pay fishermen to accidentally catch dolphins in nets, bring them in as a rescue, okay? That's illegal. And we want the Thai government to make sure they do something to prevent that from happening. The same with this facility in Pattaya. You know, where are the dolphins coming from? That's the question.
So if Thai tuna companies can't get this logo, they can't sell to European countries and the US or worldwide?
Well, we're saying for now everything's fine because there's no imports of dolphins, right? There's no captures of dolphins in the waters of Thailand. We're telling the fisheries department that if you allow it to happen, then we will use, you know, whatever it takes to stop the captures. If that means dragging the tuna industry into the fray, we will. We've done it in the past. We did it in the Solomon Islands and it worked. We blocked tuna exports from the Solomon Islands for 6 months until finally they stopped, you know, capturing and exporting dolphins. Then they stopped the ban again. So now they're trying to export more dolphins, and we're targeting the tuna industry of Solomon Islands. Same in the Philippines. They had the issue there as well. If we can use the leverage for dolphin-safe tuna to stop the captures of live dolphins for export or import and stop the dolphin trafficking, we will use it. We have that kind of clout, so to speak, and the consumers are the ones who make the decision. If they see dolphins are being harmed in any form or fashion in a country, whether it's for tuna or any other seafood product, then the consumer does listen.
So without the dolphin-safe tuna, then exporters cannot export to other countries worldwide or only in Europe and the US?
Worldwide, because 90% of Thai tuna goes to Europe and the US, the vast majority. For the canned markets, I'm talking about canned tuna.
Right. Is this some form of non-tariff barrier to trade?
Whatever it takes to do something to save the environment, to save dolphins, we'll do it. And that's why we bring it up now, so that the fisheries department can know that there's no reason to allow this dolphin trafficking to continue. It's the same thing with palm oil. There's a huge campaign against palm oil because orangutans are being driven to extinction because of the palm oil plantations in Borneo. Same thing with ivory, you know. So it's relative. You know, the consumer has the power. Just like we tell consumers, don't buy tickets to these dolphinariums. You want to save dolphins? Don't buy a ticket. Do something better. Maybe take a boat ride and go see the dolphins where they belong.
What can the International Whaling Commission actually do?
They can't, they're paralyzed because of Japan and the countries that Japan buys off. Small island nations, they feed them money to vote their way. One country that split away, that we know, Solomon split away from that. Finally, another country split away from that called Palau. They used to vote along with them, and of course they stopped. So some of these small island nations are getting the idea that they're being used to vote with Japan at the IWC. When, if in Palau you harm a dolphin, you go to jail. If you catch a sea turtle, you go to jail. You catch a manta ray in Palau, you go to jail. These island nations depend on huge amounts of ecotourism. So why should they vote with Japan in killing these animals when their own waters, they're all protected? See, it doesn't make any sense. So a lot of these small island nations who are still voting with Japan are being, you know, targeted also, like the Caribbean nations where there is no dolphin hunting, but yet they vote with Japan. It's all about money. So the IWC is basically still paralyzed after all these years.
Japan seems to be having a very big issue about this whale and dolphin hunting. What can we do about it? Since the International Whaling Commission cannot do anything about it either.
The people of Thailand can continue to lobby their government to ask Japan to stop this. Thailand has strong laws about protecting the whales and dolphins in their waters. So then the Thai people can write a letter if they want to the Japanese embassy. And again, don't buy a ticket to a dolphinarium.